I'm very excited to tell you about a new feature for Alma for the December release called the Shelf Report for managing physical item inventory. The Shelf Report provides you with an efficient process for managing the library's inventory. Using the Shelf Report functionality, you'll be able to manage physical inventory to see if items are in place, misshelved, or missing. You can do this by taking an Excel file or a .txt file containing barcodes, and you can compare that information with what's stored in the Alma database, and you'll identify items that are misshelved or missing. You need to specify the following criteria to identify the records in Alma that you want to compare with the Excel or text file. This will include library, location, and the inventory range, which you set by call number, or if you make an Alma inventory set, you can do it by set name. So let's review how to run this shelf tool, and then we'll go over what the results are and why they're important. The first thing we need to do is to create the Excel or text file to be used by the report job. And you can do this by, for example, using a handheld scanner. And the file must contain the barcodes of the items that you want to check against the Alma inventory. So I've got my file here. It's called Scan Barcodes. It's an Excel file. And here we can see the list of barcodes. Got a nice amount. And we're going to run them through the shelf tool. Now let's go to Alma and open the shelf tool. We can do that by going to the Alma menu and under the Resource Management, Manage Inventory, and click on Shelf Report. So now let's set it up. So first, in the inventory definition, you can choose between comparing against a range or against a set. We're going to set the range, and the range will set from call number to call number. Now the range here is going to be defined from 0 until lowercase z or z, and this will cover all of our call number types. We're going to choose the call number type as Dewey Decimal Classification, and depending on what's going on in your library, you'll choose the appropriate call number type. And we have to define the library that we're looking to compare against. So my scanned items are in the main library, so I'm going to choose that here. And location is main as well. We can upload the file here, and then we'll click Submit. Alma asks us if we're sure to do so. We'll click Confirm. Now we can review it. So what we're going to do is go back to the menu and click on the Monitor Jobs, which is under the administration side of the Alma menu. Looks like the job is already done. We click on History. And here we have our most recent shelf report, was submitted just less than a minute ago. Now we're going to click on Actions and Report. Here under the counters, we see the information that we entered earlier. And we'll click on Analysis to open up the dialog showing us the results of our shelf tool analysis. Here we now see our results of the shelf tool. We can see the number of items in place. This is line number 1, and it'll show us which items are actually in place as based on both Alma and the barcodes that we scanned earlier. Then we've got the missing items, but marked in place. We also have items on shelf, but marked not in place. So the barcodes show that the items are there, but in Alma, it says that it's marked not in place. So you'd have to go into Alma and update those things. Known items not in place, both the items are not in the list of barcodes, and Alma knows that. No need to do anything there. Items on shelf, but out of range set. And lastly, we have barcodes with no matched item. There might be barcodes that have no item on them. We actually set this up earlier. If we go to the end of the list here, here are some barcodes that as if were scanned, not a barcode, for example. And here in Alma, in the shelf tool, it shows that there's no matching item because there's nothing in Alma to match that. So you can use this information to then create lists of sets and jobs to go and process the items as needed within your library. And that can be done by going over here and clicking on Actions. You can either preview the items or you can click Create an Itemized Set. And then with that set, you can do what you wish in order to do the further processing. When it comes to the barcodes with no matched item, the option is only to download the list. So here at Xlibris, we really hope you enjoy using this great new feature.